Hello again, everyone. Industries dependent on STEM-focused talent have a critical need for a diversified pool of workers to draw upon in order for their innovative ideas to really take off. Our next story is about a group of Native American undergraduates who have been inspired to compete in a NASA-supported, high-powered rocketry program.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
It's another cool April morning in Kansasville, Wisconsin. And these collegiate rocketry teams are whirling through last-minute preparations, fueled by months of collaboration, research, design, and a collective growing pride.
I'm so nervous.
This competition began in 2010 as an annual gathering of undergraduates from different tribal colleges. They go head-to-head with the design and fabrication of their own high-powered rockets as part of the STEM program called First Nations Launch. This unique program engages an often untapped community for scientific studies, tribal colleges and Native American students. The Wisconsin Space Grant Consortium and NASA support the program because they see the great potential.
The reason why First Nations Launch Program is so important to NASA is because the Native American community is the most underrepresented community in the science and engineering fields. We want to change that.
Guided by an array of expert mentors, the student teams move the project from inspired designs to launch pad building the rockets, literally from the ground up.
And so in the process, they're learning physics, they're learning calculus, they're learning how to use specific software, they're learning payload design, they're understanding how each component affects the other component.
Born at the College of Menominee Nation, participation quickly spread across tribal colleges and universities. These teams include members of the American Indian Science and Engineering Society, or AISES. Their collaborative, hands-on exposure to high-tech skills opens minds to new career opportunities.
They're here to do much, much more than just win. They're here to interact, they're here to work as a team, they're here to work as a community. That's how we operate to fly space missions. And the Native Americans get that.
We've had students end up at Bong, at NASA Ames, at NASA Goddard, and they hit the ground running and really achieve great things for these organizations, in part based on the kinds of skills and work.
This year's winners came from the Northwest Indian College, and they received a behind-the-scenes tour of the NASA Kennedy Space Center.
It has been so key in having students think beyond whatever they thought was possible. And that kind of stuff wouldn't happen without First Nations Launch.
I think the possibilities are endless for what I can do after graduation, and it's a little daunting, but it's exciting at the same time.
Hey, you guys are set to go.
Okay.
As one team's achievements make way for the next wave of STEM innovators, the mentoring benefits of the First Nations Launch will reverberate across these students' careers to help lift their tribal communities.
For many of them, it's the first time that they begin to see themselves as maybe it's the next NASA engineer. Maybe it's the next engineer that comes back to the reservation, inspiring the next generation to continue to go on to school and do something great. And so this not only affects individuals, this affects families and this affects communities. And that's one of the greatest parts of this program.